Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Football Century. This is our episode, I guess, 1.5. This kind of not really a full episode of the podcast, but we do have a great episode coming your way. We're gonna have a little start them, sit them conversation on fantasy injuries, what they can mean for you guys out there with your fantasy team. We also have results of the games that we did not live stream on Sunday, and we got a ton of news to get into today. I'm gonna immediately start with the news because obviously this was something that was very intense. So without further ado, let's get into the NFL results. So make sure that you use hashtag #FootballCentral on all social media platforms to for us to know and show your comments on the live podcast. So without further ado, let's get into all the results of all the games, and we might go into depth with some of those games. We had some big games, absolutely. So Thursday night we have Bills versus the Rams. But Bills take that game 31-10. Matthew Stafford just didn't have a good game at all. Saints versus Falcons. The Saints win by 1 point, 27-26, thanks to, I believe, a late field goal. Yes, it was a late field goal by Will Watson, 51-yarder. Bears versus 49ers. Bears take that game 19-10. Eagles, Lions. I thought the Lions could do the impossible, but once again, they prevailed to lose 35-38 against the Eagles. The Dolphins win 20-7 against the Patriots. Patriots had gotten it. Folk could do good. He only got one extra point kick in. And we have the Ravens versus the Jets. We obviously knew probably the Ravens were going to win, and that is what they did, 24-9. This one, a little bit of a shocker, maybe not for too many people. Commanders, they win against the Jaguars 28-22. Browns versus Panthers. We thought we thought that the Panthers could lose. And then the Panthers could actually win. But no, instead the Browns take a late field goal, 26-24. We have a comment community. Hello, JC. Hello, welcome to the live stream. Let's continue on. We have the Colts and the Texans. This came into a tie, 20-20 in final overtime. So that game was a tie. Giants versus the Titans. Look, as a pure basic football fan, I will say I am shocked. Okay, the Titans. We thought they could do it. We thought, obviously, they're the better team. The Giants won 21-20, the final score in that game. Vikings versus the Packers. Packers prevailed to lose 23-7. Justin Jefferson had an unremarkable day about, I think it was like 39 points on NFL Fantasy. That was insane. We have the Chiefs and the Cardinals. Cardinals take that game 44-21. My bad, they lost that game. Sorry, this is so much to get into, so it's a lot. Chargers and Raiders. Chargers take that game 24-19. Sunday Night Football. Buccaneers versus Cowboys. Dak Prescott has a major injury. That's going to affect fantasy owners. We'll get into that a little bit later on. But the Buccaneers will win that 19-3. And Monday Night Football. Russell Wilson, Geno Smith. We thought Russell Wilson would be able to score a lot of touchdowns this game. Big thing for fantasy owners. Indeed, that was the opposite. 17-16. Seahawks win. The Broncos missed a field goal to win the game last minute. And, of course, I forgot about this game. I saved this because I thought this was the best game. I saved it for last. The Steelers and the Bengals. This game came down to the wire. We thought Pittsburgh, they would win. It was 10-3. It was 17-3, in fact. But the Bengals did the impossible. They came back. It was 20-14. I'll just give you the time on the note. 20-14. A 4-second left touchdown to Jamar Chase allowed it to be 20-20. We have the extra point lined up and everything. The Steelers, they proceed to block the field extra point. We go into overtime, and boy, did we have a nail biter. After back and forth trying the field goal, they all missed. Chris Boswell, with 5 seconds left, nails a 53-yarder to end the game and send the Bengals back into the hometown. They were. The Steelers come back home this week against New England as undefeated still. So that is our recap for this week. Now let's get into some injuries. So I have a ton of updates to tell us. So Najee Harris, he had a little injury. He will be playing week 2 against the Patriots. So don't you worry, fantasy people. This isn't really an injury, but this is some news. Browns, they had a new midfield logo. It looks to be Brownie the Elf. That's going to be the 50-yard line of First Energy Stadium. I really didn't get the chance to look at it exactly full in depth. It looks pretty cool. It looks like they took a lot of time to paint this. So that's pretty cool. It looks really cool. We also have TJ Watt. He injured a pectoral muscle. He's vowing that he will be back from week 1. He will be back this year. It is projected he should be out for 6 weeks. He could return in 6 weeks. It's not season-ending injury. So, fantasy fans who have the Steelers defense, do not worry. You should be good. Some other news popping today's headlines as well. The Broncos head coach, he's regretting the fact that they went out in the 64-yard field goal to try and win the game. He said that he should have went for it instead. So Watt's at least going to be out for 6 weeks. That's interesting news. We are unaware of the reports of Nebraska when that head coach got fired. We are unaware of who that other coach could be. Some college football news. Nick Patty and Penny Slovis, obviously they got hurt during that game. So Pitt's number 3 quarterback is undecided, but it will be important. So we will keep you updated. We'll tell you on Sunday, because that will be the next time that we will be live with fantasy. We'll tell you Sunday who that quarterback it was and scores and all that college football. Later in the broadcast as well, we will also preview next episode and what that will all be about. Dak Prescott, he had a little thumb injury against the Bears. He is eyeing either a week 9 or 8 return. So that is good news for fantasy owners. Obviously, put him on the IR, get another quarterback fast. That might be your best decision at this point, and then figure out how to go from there. Eli Mitchell, this was a few days ago. He did have an MRI to determine some things. He'll be out several weeks. Chris Godwin, he was also injured in that Bucs game. He will be out for a few weeks as well. I believe as well we have some college football news as well. I believe the Notre Dame coach, it looks like, has reported that the main QB will not be returning for the season. It looks like he'll be likely out. So that is some other news we have. We also have the power rankings. I'm going to look at that. But first, I have some good news for you guys. You know him, you love him. Snazzy is back here with us tonight. Hello, Snazzy.
Hello.
Great to have you with us tonight. Let's. I think we should look at the power rankings. What do you think?
Sure.
Right. So, before we get into the power rankings, the Colts, they cut Rodrigo Blankenship earlier
What?
today.
That's their starting kicker.
I know that was news to me. Whenever I saw it, I was very interested in saw it. I just saw it probably like 40 minutes ago. I saw it when I was on Instagram, and yeah, so that was a little shocking.
The power rankings are gonna be new news to me because I haven't saw them yet.
Yeah, I have not seen them either, so I'm actually very interested to see them. So I'm just gonna go in order. So we have number. This is from last to first. So we're starting with number 32. Number 32 is the New York Jets.
That's easy. That's easy.
That's very easy. 31 Jacksonville Jaguars. Another easy
That's
one.
easy.
Number 30, the Houston Texans.
That's the easiest one.
Number 29, the Atlanta Falcons.
That's easy also.
Number 28, the Chicago Bears.
Wait, what? They won? What?
Yeah, I know. Don't worry, it gets better. It gets better. Number 27, Seattle Seahawks.
Seattle?
Yes.
They won.
You'll be livid about this. You'll be livid about this one. Number 26, the Carolina Panthers.
All right, respectable.
I mean, they did lose. That's why I'm saying that. Hang on. Music, guys.
I'm excited to see where they put us.
Yeah, let me put on the cinematic music for you guys. That's gonna be a little bit cinematic. You know, because we are getting cinematic here. We are getting dramatic because we don't know who is even gonna be on this. We don't even know. Okay, you're gonna be living about this one. Number 25, the Detroit Lions. I say they should have been in the back.
They should have been one spot behind the Carolina Panthers.
Number 24, I think this is respectable. The Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, respectable.
Number 23, the New York Giants. Now that, my friend, was called an upset, so I think they deserve that spot.
Yeah.
Number 22, the Commandos.
I feel like Jahan Dotson is pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm getting mad. Last week, this team was at number 22 on the power rankings. This week, they're number 21. It's the New England Patriots.
There's no way.
Yes, there is a way.
What?
I don't know.
They lost.
This team, okay, they went back in this. San Francisco 49ers.
All right, they lost.
Number 19, Tennessee Titans.
They
But
lost
usually
by
a lot of these teams that were 0-1, that were supposed to win, they at least went back from what they were last week, other than the New England Patriots.
Yeah.
On number 18, the Arizona Cardinals.
They got destroyed.
They did. Number 17, Cleveland Browns.
They're trash.
Number 16. I think this team should be a little bit higher. They went through hill and dale to winning overtime. Pittsburgh Steelers.
No way.
They should be higher. They should not be 16. My opinion. I'm not saying because I'm a good Pittsburgh fan and some of the other teams, but because they fought hill and dale for that. Leave a comment if you are enjoying the power rankings or you're saying, oh my gosh, what is this ranking? Please leave your thoughts in the comments. I do want to see what you guys vote for. Okay, I'm mad about this one. Number 15, the Colts. They tied and get the 15. Makes no sense, but we'll get it. We'll get it. Okay, this makes no sense. Number 14, the Denver Broncos.
No.
What? Why that up high? Okay, this team also lost, and they still went. They were number 14 last week. Now they're number 13. The Raiders.
I feel like the Steelers should trade spots with them.
Okay, number 12, Green Bay. I actually have some updates about them. We'll get into that after this, the power rankings.
13. The Packers.
No, they're 12. 13 was the Raiders.
12. Aaron Rodgers is so washed.
He is. Actually, a few updates about that coming up.
He's not washed. He needs Devontae Adams.
Number 11, the Miami Dolphins. Okay, I'll give him that. I'll give him that. Number 10, the New Orleans Saints. Okay. Number 9, I think this is a respectful 9. The Minnesota Vikings. I think it might be respectable for that.
Yeah, they're really good. Justin Jefferson.
Number 8, the Eagles. Okay, also respectful. I think that's great. That's great for them.
Jalen Hurts did pretty well, huh?
Yeah, I think he did. He got me a lot. He got me like 24 points, I think, on ESPN. Okay, number 7. They do not deserve this spot. They fought to come back, but they lost in overtime. It's the Cincinnati Bengals.
No way, dude.
Yes.
These ratings are so bad.
Number 6, the Baltimore Ravens. Okay.
All right.
Decent. Okay, this one ticks me off. But again, but it's because they were the defending Super Bowl champions, the LA Rams. I don't think they deserve to be 5, though. 5? Are you kidding me? I'm sorry to anyone whose eardrums might be blasting, but I'm furious about them. Like,
they got destroyed by the future Super Bowl.
Totally bad. Yes, they did actually. They did. They really did.
They got destroyed by the future Super Bowl champs.
Sorry, I'm making sure my mic is working. I feel like it's not working at some point. You can still hear me, right?
Dude, I can hear you perfect.
Okay. Sorry, it doesn't. It looks like I can't. It doesn't work, but I think it does. Okay. All right. Let's continue with number 4. Number 4, the Chargers.
Respectable.
Number 3, the Buccaneers. Tom Brady.
All right.
You probably did it because Tom Brady's old and they wanted to make him happy. You can't make an old man happy.
Yeah.
Sorry. I had to make a little funny joke. I feel terribly bad now, but I mean, he's one of the oldest quarterbacks, so I mean.
All right.
Number 2, KC, the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
And number 1,
yes, sir.
hopefully, the new Super Bowl champions this year,
Buffalo.
the Buffalo Bills.
Josh Allen's the best quarterback in the history of the NFL. Stephon Diggs is amazing.
I think we deserve some good music after hearing that, at least.
True.
Now, this was I hate to admit, this was actually Bleacher Report's power rankings. So these might not be official. I will go check to see if they are official right now. Because currently, okay, I got NFL. Oh wait,
look at YouTube's.
YouTube. I have different ones. Okay, so I'm gonna go down again. Like a lot. Some of these are the same. Some of these are different.
All right, let's rapid fire this.
I'm going down. I went down to the bottom, so I have to spot. Okay, number 32, New York Jets. Number 31, Jacksonville. Number 30, Atlanta. Number 29, Carolina. Number 28, Houston. Number 27, Dallas. Number 26, Detroit. Number 25, Chicago. Number 24, Washington. Number 23, New England. Number 22, Arizona. Number 21, New York. Number 20, Cleveland. Number 19, the Steelers. Number 18, the Seahawks. Number 17, the Titans. Number 16, the Broncos. Number 15, the Colts.
Yeah.
Number 14, Raiders. 13, Dolphins. 12, Saints. 11, 49ers. 10, Eagles. 9, Bengals. 8, Packers. 7, Vikings. 6, Baltimore. 5, LA Chargers. 4, LA Rams. 3, Tampa Bay. 2, Kansas City. And number 1 on both is the Buffalo Bills.
The only thing is
that is going to wrap up our power ranking section.
The only bad one is the Rams should not be number 4.
They should not. So I'm gonna take I say we should take a quick break. We're gonna take a quick 30-second break, real quick. We are live with your NFL updates. And we'll get back to some interesting news. We'll keep you in the loop in just 30 seconds. We'll be back. Okay, and we're back. Sorry, I just wanted to process all that information that we got. That was a lot of intense things. We got Snazzy, what was your thoughts on the full power rankings this week?
No, just no. Rams should not be high.
Yeah, I agree.
I want to say something right now. TJ Watt does not need surgery this year.
Yes, we did talk about that. He should be back in about 6 weeks, they're saying. Says good news for fantasy owners. In a little bit, we will get into like a little Sam conversation. We will we'll do our own fantasy teams. Who should we start? Who should we sit? And we should we're also going to take comments in our YouTube. So probably start putting comments in right now the YouTube chat. Tell us who you have and you want us to say who you should start and who you should sit. We'll do that later on during the podcast, but put them in now so that way we have them, and that way we can just rapid firely answer them. So some more news for people. Aaron Rodgers. We know he lost.
Washed.
He is apparently mad at the rookies. He's young. He's mad at them.
He should be. He dropped the ball right in his hand.
So he said, his words. I'm going to read what he said. This is according to Yahoo Sports. This is what he said. This is quote in quotes as well. So don't plagiarize me. This is quotes. We've got to make plays. It's the mental mistakes we have to clean up. There were too many of those to ignore. We knew this was going to be growing pains. This is real football. It counts. It's different. There are nerves.
Okay.
He also said, this might be interesting to people, feels like we've had a much better performance this year. Scored 4 more points than we did that day. There's a lot more to build on when you compare those two. It's just tough to win in this league, and definitely tough when you get in your own way. So, a little take on that. Do we think Aaron Rodgers will bounce back this week as they play?
No.
They play the Bears at home, 8:20 on NBC. We will not have live stream coverage of that. I will tell everyone here right now. We will only be covering more than likely the 125 games. We might cover Thursday Night Football. I'm still deciding about that. Probably not though. But we will cover hopefully most of the 1 o'clock games. Maybe some of the 425 or 405 games. We will see about that. But definitely that. And then
in the wise words of Aaron Rodgers, from Aaron Rodgers to the Chicago Bears, I still own you. So I think the Packers will win.
Okay, we also have I might live stream next Monday, guys. Because we do have a double header Monday Night Football. One at 7:15 and one at 8:30. So we might have a live stream. Then more than likely we might not. I will keep you guys in the loop though by scheduling these live streams. So make sure just to check regularly. There will be in the IC Clan, Axion Clan live stream playlist. So just check that out if you guys can every day. That way you guys can see when we live streaming every week episodes. We have one next Sunday as well. We just talked about that. So that and then So yeah, another more news topping today. Is that the 49ers head coach is responding to speculation of a Jimmy G trade after Dak Prescott's injury. So he said, just like all players will listen to anybody or anything, that never changes for any player or coach. Will always listen to anybody. That was in quotes, by the way. That was exactly what he said.
All right.
So let's open this up to the comments. I don't even know if anyone's watching. But let's open this up to the comments and you Snazzy. Do we think Jimmy G could be traded for Dak or someone? Is there a possibility for trade at all? And if so, who do we think will be traded?
Jimmy G to the Dallas Cowboys.
Okay. All right. So I think we start getting into the start and Sam real quick. How about you? What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna go by position. So I have two teams. Okay. And we're gonna start with Sam. So I think a lot of people might have these people, or at least one of these guys. Jalen Hurts or Lamar Jackson.
Oh wait, who do they play?
Jalen plays Minnesota. He's projected 22 points, but obviously that's projections. That does not mean anything. And then Lamar plays Miami.
Oh, I would start Lamar Jackson.
Okay, Lamar. So everyone in the comments, if you have Lamar, put him on. Right. It depends on who else you have. So
should I start Josh Allen or Joe Burrow?
Who do they play?
I have no clue. I can
check because I think someone Joe Burrow plays. He plays. Joe Burrow plays Dallas.
All right.
And who else did you say?
Josh Allen.
Well, Josh Allen. I can tell you that right now. He plays the Titans.
I'm starting Josh Allen.
Titans could be a little hook. However, if Joe Burrow's playing the Cowboys, I don't really know. Because
the defense
could get to them once again. So I would probably go with Joe Burrow. I mean, not Joe Burrow. Josh Allen. Sorry. Okay. Next, we're gonna go with running backs now.
Alright.
So with running backs.
Hold on. I'll be back. I'm gonna check my fantasy team real quick.
Yeah, we're gonna. So Nazi's gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna just continue ahead. So if you have two quarterbacks, I obviously do not. Because I had Dak Prescott in my one team. So if Dak Prescott was playing, it'd be Dak Prescott or Patrick Mahomes. My bet would probably be Patrick Mahomes no matter what. Just a little fantasy insight on that. But I have Geno Smith now or Patrick Mahomes. Probably Geno Smith would probably. I think Geno Smith, he's a good star. Okay, guys. He's a great star. He played very well against Denver and was able to lead them to a win. Now, Patrick Mahomes, he also rocked it, 44 points. So I would go with Patrick Mahomes. More likely, no matter what, I would probably take him on, but we'll see.
So I have one person that I'm debating on who's starting. Miles Sanders or David Montgomery.
Oh, you see, I actually have both of them. So I have them both on.
So Miles Sanders plays Minnesota. Montgomery plays Green Bay.
But I don't know, because you see, Miles Sanders, we thought was a third stringer.
He was not.
But he did great. At least I got told he was a third stringer. I got lied to because he did great. Actually, I shouldn't say great. He at least got 18 points. Yeah, 18.5. So he did pretty good. Now, when it comes to projected points, they have both the same. So that's obviously not going to help you if you just do projected. I don't know.
Who has the Thursday night game?
That would be, I believe it's the Chargers and the Chiefs.
All right, I don't have any players from that.
I have Patrick Mahomes on my one team. Oh my! I don't want to tell you the wrong answer here. I don't. I might be able to get a hold of one of my fantasy experts. He might be able to help you. I might be able. But I'm actually gonna try to contact him right now. Give me a minute. Okay, so I'm looking at multiple things. I'm looking at multiple websites. I'm looking at. Oh, never mind.
I think I'm gonna start Miles because Montgomery
I
didn't
think
give
Miles
me.
is a good idea. I'm looking at multiple. I see many Miles over things. Fantasy
Yeah, I'm
Pros
gonna.
said David, but whenever you look at the fantasy footballers, that says Miles. If you look at fantasy football calculator, you get Miles.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna go put Miles in.
All right, so Miles Sanders over David Montgomery. Final answer for you guys out there. Now, wide receivers. I mean, obviously there's two of them. So tell us your wide receivers, and I could like if you have three, please tell us them. I could try tell you who's doing who to sit. Like right now, I have Cooper Kupp, Stephon Diggs, and Devonta Smith, Lazard, and Ayuk. Lazard's currently questionable, so I'm not gonna risk that. Ayuk, I obviously don't really know. They're not going to be as good as probably Diggs and Kupp this week. A good question. Mark Andrews or George Kittle? George Kittle is questionable, so that's my issue here with all that situation. Right now, if it was game time, he's still questionable, so he'd probably be out. I would probably go with Mark Andrews, but if George Kittle comes back, maybe there's a chance that you might want to put him on. But Mark Andrews is facing Miami though, so that could be an easy win. So maybe Mark Andrews would probably be a better bet. Snazzy, what do you think? Mark Andrews or George Kittle?
Andrews. Kittle is probably going to get tested for PEDs, so I think you start Andrews.
I have him on my flex just in case because I was going to put Mark out anyway. But Devonta Smith, I'm not testing him again because he sucked and I didn't get any points, and that kind of screwed me last week.
So
as of right now, he's out. If not, then he'll probably be. So here's my question: if by chance he does not, if he's out, who should I put on? Ayuk or Etienne Jr.?
Ayuk. Etienne does not get many touches.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think he does. A good question I have: Ravens defense or Saints defense?
Ravens.
I was gonna say,
wait, who do they play?
Ravens play Miami. Saints play Tampa Bay.
Ugh, that's tough.
That is.
They're both playing pretty good teams.
Keep note of this, viewers. I want you guys to win this week. And also comment down below if you guys are still watching. Comment what your
To be honest, if I'm really gonna be honest, I would choose the Ravens defense. So I'm gonna go look who my tight end is. I'm back.
Yep. So comment what your week 1 fantasy scores were. Let us know, and we can ask who you have and all that. A question that I personally have Jake Elliott or Nick Folk. Now this one, I automatically think I thought Nick Folk last time, but it's an awful decision. Pick Jake Elliott. He sucked last week. He's not going to have a good prediction. I mean, a good projection this week. So pick Jake Elliott, please. I'm begging you. I don't want you guys making the same mistake as I did last week because I honestly thought, Nick Folk, he might do better because he was facing an easy opponent. At least I thought so. But Jake Elliott was able to get the job done. 8 points last week. Other league I have, I don't really think we have Jake Elliott or Randy Bullock. It's Jake. Put Jake on. No matter what. Now here's an interesting question. Now here's a very good question I have.
All right.
Drake London or Nicole Hardman.
Drake
pulled off a fascinating performance. He had 12.4, had 5 receptions, 7 targets, and 74 yards. Pretty impressive by him.
So my tight end is Travis Kelce. I want to say something else.
Okay.
So what happened was Aaron Rodgers played like absolute trash. So I switched him out for Joe Burrow.
Good. That's a good suggestion. Good idea.
Because he's washed. He's not. The Packers might have an 0-17 season. He has no weapons. If Allen Lazard comes back, they might win 2 games. So I feel like Rodgers will not do well this year.
Absolutely agree.
And people are saying that he might have a 3-peat. There's no way.
Now here's a question I had for you, and this is separate from fantasy at all costs. And actually, we actually have a big announcement. We'll get into that after we do a commercial break after this question. If you had to make a playoff decision right now, who would be in the AFC and NFC championship game, and who would win those, and who would go to the Super Bowl and win?
So right now it'll be the Chiefs and Bills, with the Bills obviously coming out. That's going to be another good game, just like last year's AFC.
Last year, oh my gosh, don't even get me started. That was insane. Go ahead.
4 touchdowns, Gabriel Davis. That's why I picked him this year.
Mm-hmm.
So, and now it's lead us to the NFC. It's a very hard division, very hard conference. But right now I'm going to have to go with a bit of a surprising pick. The Vikings. Who else is good in the NFC? The Vikings, and just to set this team up for success, I'll go with the Bears. I mean,
wait, who's your picks and who you thinking will win?
So the Super Bowl for me would be the Vikings and the Bills, with the Bills coming out winning. And my AFC championship game is going to be the Chiefs and the Bills. And my NFC conference game is going to be the Vikings. And I don't know who else. I'll go with the Eagles. I feel like Jalen Hurts is going to have a good year.
Okay, so we have my would definitely be Chiefs versus Bills. Maybe either a different team, but Bills are definitely going into the Super Bowl. Maybe versus maybe sorry, maybe the Rams, but Bills win.
Mm-hmm. So I'm definitely starting Cooper Kupp over Drake London. But should I start Marquise Brown or Drake London? Marquise. Marquise Brown from the Cardinals or Drake London from the Falcons?
Marquise Brown or Drake London. Let me look into Marquise Harmon. I say we take a quick little break, 30-second break. And we're gonna talk about the announcement, and we'll get to that fantasy decision. We will be right back. We are live on YouTube. This is the Football Singer, episode 1.5. We will be right back in 30 seconds. Okay, and we are back. Okay, so I don't know if Snazzy's still listening because I think he got off. I'm not sure though. But Watson, I'm also on Watson. I'm watching Watson. I'm looking at like stats from last week. 14.3 last week. 4 receptions, 43 yards, 1 touchdown. This week he's supposed to have 13.6 projected.
Who?
In my opinion, Marquise Brown. We're talking about Marquise. I was saying he had 4 receptions, 43 yards, 1 touchdown. Wait, are you on ESPN or are we talking like something out of the lab?
ESPN fantasy.
Okay, so we're talking about ESPN. He had 14.3. I can tell you that right now. He had 13.6. He's projected to have 13.6. My prediction would be Marquise, but I'm going to talk about I'm going to get an expert report. And let's go here.
Alright. So I want to get into something right now.
Okay.
Josh Jacobs or Nick Chubb?
Who is it?
Josh Jacobs or Nick Chubb?
Maybe Chubb. I go with Chubb.
He's playing the Jets.
I'm getting told Marquise as well, so at least I'm actually right.
All right.
Hang on, I'm gonna look. Because DraftKings has the fantasy football rankings, so I'm gonna see like wide receivers. So I'm gonna search up Marquise Brown. Marquise is rated 25. London's rated 35. So Brown would be the best bet. So
Ethan, what was the score of your? Did you win a fantasy game this year?
So I had two. I did win my first one. This is the YouTube league. We will be posting these. So in week 7, we'll be posting those results. I lost 113.42 to 155.3. But in my other league, I have another league. This will not be posted on YouTube or anything, but I beat my opponent 154.1 to 130.52. Justin Jefferson, he led the way. 9 receptions, 184 yards, 2 touchdowns, and then we also had Saquon Barkley, only 164 yards with a touchdown. But he also had 30 receiving yards and the 2-point conversion and 6 receptions.
So mine was the one that I won was very, very close. I was kind of shivering. It was 138 to 136. That was tough.
And I will say, I'm not, but there are people in our league who are really like not done fantasy anymore, and you'll see this on the YouTube channel week 7. My gosh, did he put up a show? He almost won. He did not win, but I don't think he did fantasy ever. He didn't know who would put on. If he would put on like Dylan Davis, he would have, and Dylan and G Davis, he would have won this week.
Gabriel Davis had like 18 points.
Actually, no. Dylan, he would have Dylan. Actually, no. If he had Dylan on, he would have won. He would have actually beat. It would have been a close game, but he would have won. But again, this was his first time, I think, doing fantasy. So I mean, props to him for only losing by 20 points and not being like obliterated.
Ethan, what is our YouTube channel again?
Well, first of all, remember, I'm not Ethan. I don't know who Ethan is.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, I don't know who you must be talking about, like maybe like one of your friends. Second of all, we are streaming on Icy Clan. Do you need me to send you a link to it?
Oh yeah, never mind. I got it.
Okay, well, 2 likes. I'm already sending it. So are we having now I want to wait because I don't want to spoil the announcement without President Snazzy here because he's also part of this announcement. So I'm gonna wait for him to come back. I'm not gonna take a break or anything. I'm just gonna wait for him to come back unless he had to go. I'm not sure. I'm gonna pause the music. Okay, he is back. Okay. So we're gonna pull an announcement thing. So me and Snazzy, we teamed up. We're doing a college football World Fantasy thing. So we're gonna do this quick. This is something like the usual happen. So what we did is we drafted 2 quarterbacks on the bench and 1 is going to be out. We also drafted 2 wide receivers. And we're going to do a fantasy style, and we're going to see who wins by the end of the week. We're doing the Shirley Sunday live stream. Snazzy, how'd you feel about whenever I asked you to do this with us?
Oh man.
So I just want to tell the viewers who are watching the people who we picked.
My first pick, I chose Bryce Young, quarterback, Alabama.
I chose CJ Stroud, quarterback.
And my first wide receiver, I chose. Hold on, let me check.
So while he's doing that, I'm just gonna say mine. I took. Yep. I put Caleb Williams. Wait, no, wait. Nope, that was not my first pick. No, my first pick was actually Jordan Addison. My second pick was CJ Stroud, and
I chose Kayshawn Beauty, wide receiver, LSU.
I was just saying on that I forgot to say Jordan Addison before CJ Stroud, so I just said that while you were gone. Then we had back and forth because I forgot. So his
My backup quarterback is Stetson Bennett, quarterback, Georgia.
And your the other wide receiver is Xavier Worthy from Texas.
Yep, Xavier Worthy from Texas.
I have quarterbacks for me are CJ Stroud, Caleb Williams being on the bench, and then I have Jordan Addison from USC, and I have Tillman from Tennessee.
And you have Jackson Smith-Njigba on your IR.
IR, yes, we are having an IR spot just in case. So this is going to be a fun thing. It's supposed to be too competitive, but it's a thought for you viewers. If you want to do it with us, please let us know. Well, we can do something next year for sure. Because we obviously started a little too late, but we'll definitely do it next year. We'll definitely plan something, and I'll think of something. So if you viewers are watching the replay or watching this live right now, please just tell us in the comments or use that hashtag football center. I'm actually going to check because I've not checked all night to see if there are any hashtag football center tweets or anything.
I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be back.
No current tweets. I think I did say hi, but this viewer, hello. I don't know if I said hi or not earlier. Pretty sure I did though. Yeah.
How do you change your profile picture?
On what, the StreamYard?
Yeah.
You have to I don't know how your thing is laid out.
Mm-hmm.
I can edit your mic name, but that's all I can do. I can't make a photo. He does that. So we're gonna take a Sansi, did you figure it out?
No, I didn't.
Here, screen record how the thing like how you join, and then send me it, and then I'll not through messaging, but how we typically communicate, and I'll watch it and I'll show you. And while he does that, we're gonna take a quick 30-second break. We will be right back. We are still gonna be live for hopefully another 7 minutes, hopefully a little bit longer, but we will be back in 30 seconds. And if you all are enjoying this, please make sure to leave a like and put something in the comments because I want to see your reactions because I love having your interaction with this. It's fun. I want it to be fun for you guys as well. So just make sure to comment how you like this. And yeah, we will be back in 15 seconds. welcome back, everyone. I just want to thank everyone for watching so far. I'm just gonna do a quick little recap for anyone who's not been here or has been here. Well, I've been talking so much because we went through so much information in only 54 minutes. So I do want to clarify everything back again. We have tons of injuries. We had some upside wins. We had some overtime things. For anyone who's wondering, Snazzy is still trying to get profile pictures. So actually, I'm gonna wait for those loop down. So we will be right back. Okay, so Snazzy's still trying to figure that out, but I just want to just say some of the top so NFL posting out the top 5 throws or longest touchdowns this week. So we are going to look at that. So first of all, we have number 5, Allen to Diggs, or Josh Allen to Stephon Diggs, 53 yards. Coming in 4th place, we have Lamar Jackson to Bateman for 55 yards. Then at number 3, we have Jones to Shepard. That was 65 yards. For number 2, we have Wilson to Judy. That was 67 yards. And then coming in at number 1, we have Baker Mayfield to Anderson, which it was a 75-yard touchdown. So some interesting and long touchdowns this week. I just want to go over that Buccaneers Cowboys game again. That game, and we're gonna go over that in a minute. I'm gonna help Snazzy out again, so we'll be back. Hello, everyone. Hope you're having a great Tuesday evening. This is, as I'm going to say, Tuesday evening in regards to news updates and everything else. TJ Watt is coming back hopefully in 6 weeks. Dak Prescott, he's going to be coming back in 8 to 9 weeks. I mean, week 8 to 9. Chris Godwin, he'll be out for a few weeks. Najee Harris, he said he's okay to return. Room for 2, he's completely fine. So it's good to know. So that is good news. Notre Dame main quarterback, he will quite likely be out for the rest of the season. Kendon Service and Nick Tyson will be out, and they should be relying on a third-string quarterback in that pick game against Western Michigan. I believe it's this Saturday, 7:30. Eli Mitchell should be out a few weeks. He had an MRI a few days ago to determine some injuries. Let's talk about some fantasy things. Sterling saying, please rewind that if you need to catch up on that. I was going over a few that we talked about. Lamar Jackson over Miles Sanders, we discussed that. We talked about Jake Elliott over Nick Folk. We talked about Marquise Brown over Drake London. We've talked about Drake London over Nicole Hardman. We had a lot of discussion today. You can only watch that if you need to. I'm in the process of doing something where I can make up I'm not going to say anything because I'm making an announcement on Sunday. I'm going to tell you guys on Monday what that announcement is. So a lot of good news. So this is some fun information. Hopefully, some Thursday Night Football. We have that coming up. We will also hopefully once Nazi is able to come back in, we will do a quick who's going to win, like, and scores and all that. We're going to go into that, like information about that game, like the top receivers and all that. We're going to go into that. We'll also have you guys go into the comments and do something that you guys can also interact with this. So very good stuff. We're just waiting for Snazzy now to get in so we can able to continue on with that game. We'll take a quick break. Hopefully we can get Snazzy. I'm so sorry for all the breaks right now. We're just trying to get Snazzy back in, and hopefully we'll be back once we get him back. Okay, so we were back. Snazzy was unable to get working. So we're going to just head into that Chiefs game. I'm going to do predictions and some other fun things. If you're watching, please in the comments, please chat who you think is going to win in that game. Chargers Chiefs receiving, posting who's going to have the most receiving yards. He's going to be the receiving the guy who the leader in yards, regards in passing and receptions and rushing. So I'm gonna get into mine. So Chargers Chiefs, Arrowhead Stadium, 8:15 on Amazon Prime Video. This is something we're going to recap Sunday as soon as we get on the air. On YouTube, we're going to talk about that for definite. My prediction, as well as 70% of the 13,787 picks on Yahoo Sports, I'm going to go with them, and I'm going to say the Chiefs are going to win. Score, I'm going to think about that, and I'm not exactly sure. I think. Passing yards. Who's going to have the most of that? I think Patrick Mahomes definitely. I think he's going to have a shutdown day. Another shutdown day. Rushing? Oh, I don't know. You see, that could be rushing. Could be interesting because you have Austin Eckler on the one side, and then you also have other people. So like Paccio, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure how to say his name, but he was a lot. He did a good bit. But Edward Taylor, Mahomes, and two other people also did. So I'm probably gonna go with I don't know. I'm probably gonna get this wrong. I'm either gonna go Eckler or Edward Taylor maybe. If not, then Paccio. Now receiving. Oh, receiving. So I'm Travis Kelce. He seems to have a groove with Mahomes. However, Davante Adams is new. Oh, wait, my bad. I'm talking the wrong game. Gosh, the Outlaws. It's lost for both. So I mean, it's kind of hard. Sorry. I really think they had like a big thing like receiving with Chargers last game. So I do think Kelce will probably take it. I don't think Juju or like anyone else could probably take it. I bet you Travis Kelce will be the guy who gets it. So that's gonna be interesting to see in regards to that. So my final predictions: Kelce for receiving, Mahomes for passing. I think Eckler or Edwards Hilaire or Paccio for receiving. Rushing. So those are my predictions. I'm gonna try to see if I can get any other comments, feedback, any other things in regards to actually Sansi's back. Let's hopefully try and get his feedback on who's gonna win the game. Passing, rushing, and receiving leaders. Snazzy, by the way, you are muted, just to let you know. I'm not sure if you know that or not.
Chiefs and Chargers, you said?
Yes, Chiefs and Chargers, 8:15 on Thursday.
I'll say the Chargers win.
Okay.
34-31 with a walk-off field goal. I say the rusher will be Austin Eckler.
Okay.
The passer will be Justin Herbert. Yeah.
Oh, Justin Herbert. Okay, we might have a little bit of a disagreement on that for sure.
And Mike Williams will be Keenan Allen will be the number one receiver.
Okay, I forgot about Keenan Allen because Keenan Allen did. What did Keenan Allen do first game? Oh, Keenan Allen did 66, 4 for 4. Okay, but he was
defense.
Oh, he was tied.
I think Joey Bosa will have 2 sacks on that.
I was saying defense too. Okay, I wasn't even going into that. I didn't even think about Joey Bosa and that defense. That defense might be the reason why Patrick Mahomes might be stopped. Travis Kelce might be stopped. A lot of people might be stopped.
Did you think the Chiefs were gonna win?
I thought the Chiefs were gonna win. Yeah, I think they have a good chance. Also, 70% of 13,000. Hang on, I'm actually gonna calculate that. 9,632 people out of the 13,760 people that I voted on Yahoo Sports agree with me and are going Chiefs Nation. If you're a viewer watching, put in the comments who wins.
I vote for the
who you vote
underdog.
to win. Because right now we're at a little bit of a disagreement. We're 1-1. And so far we're 0-0 on the bets. We might bet. We're actually gonna do bet on a game of the week real quick. We're just gonna bet score. Who's gonna win? That's all we're gonna do. A game of the week for weeks 2. We're gonna do college and NFL. NFL game of the week will be the Chiefs. We'll do that game. That'll be our game of the week. But a college game of the week will be.
Wait, who does Alabama play?
Good question. LA Monroe. That will not be the game of the week. A game of the week will be number 13 Miami, Florida against Texas A&M. Number 24 Texas A&M.
Wait, what else? Hold on, let me look at all the games. I
think that should be a game of the week. I mean,
we might be another disagreement here.
Yeah, it needs to be the game of the week, absolutely. Because that's going to depend. Alright, well, Santi does that, we're going to take a quick little break, and we'll give you a final minutes of this episode. And Santi is back, so
I'm gonna go with number 6 Oklahoma versus Nebraska.
Really, that's our game of the week. I think we should have a more entertaining game.
No, Nebraska's good. You don't think Nebraska's good?
They lost 2 of the games. They only won
that one.
It's
either that game or it's gonna be BYU versus Oregon.
I didn't even think about that game either.
They're both ranked.
I didn't see that game either.
I'm going with that. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with that game.
So we're gonna do that game. I think Oregon can stop the world. What do you think?
Yeah, BYU. They pulled off an upset last week.
Okay. Oregon.
And then I feel like in the NFL, I don't know if it's the Chiefs and Chargers. Who plays? To be honest, the Bills and Titans might be a good matchup, but I'm still gonna go with Chargers and Chiefs.
All right.
So I feel
that's gonna be I'm sorry, Sassy, but that's gonna be the end of our episode. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys next on Sunday. See ya.
All right, see ya.